party people, this your man Grill. Tried to do this video again. I started getting notifications for orders, and unfortunately, like I think I said before, this new Google Workspace, because my Gmail account is, man, I misreturned. Because my Gmail account is the way it's set up, it has to be part of this workplace space, and it creates this work profile, which I hate, and I don't want two of them on two separate phones, you know. So I have to use, so I can't even access my calendar without installing the Gmail app in the work profile thing, and I just don't understand why they're doing that. It's really irritating. So I have to use, so I use my calendar on one phone, which is the one that I normally record off of, and then the notification comes on my other phone, which doesn't have that profile or even access to the calendar. And then when I try to access the calendar through the website, it keeps wanting to revert to the app on the phone, and when it reverts to the app on the phone, it says you need to install the work profile, and that's a whole nother bunch of mess that I don't feel like dealing with and everything. So one other option I have is I could use my iPad. I just have to put my Wi-Fi in the car and connect to the Wi-Fi on the iPad, you know, through the iPad, with the iPad, and do it that way. But getting back to what I was talking about, as y'all can see on the windows around me, it's raining pretty bad out here. And for some of you new notaries, depending on where you're at here in the Hampton Roads area, when it rains, as y'all can hear, it and I'll make sure I try to talk nice and loud over it. That's sometimes the best opportunity for you to get signings, because some notaries will actually bow out of doing the closings because of the rain. If it's bad weather, some folk, male or female, they ain't going out, you know, they ain't, you know, see, this is part of the reason why sometimes you may have to have some inclement weather clothes. And I know a lot of people like to get dressed up and all nice and fancy in the suits and the heels and stuff, but sometimes you might have to have you some waterproof boots and some cargo pants for the fellas. I don't know what the equivalent for the young ladies would be, but sometimes you might have to do that, so that way you can actually still go out and do the signing. Have you a good waterproof bag, a water-resistant, water-repellent bag. You can have, you know, that's part of getting prepared. Boy, this is bad. Yeah, just so y'all can see, yeah, it's pretty bad out here. But that's the kind of stuff that you may have to think of. Now, if you're just like, I'm only a fair weather notary, I only do stuff when it's nice and shiny and bright and all of that, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against that in any way, shape, or form. But you just have to know that sometimes the weather's going to be bad, and if you got clients that are depending on you to get the job done, and I know some notaries, especially some of the new ones, or maybe even some of those pandemic ones, will be like, oh, well, I'm asking for more money. Sometimes that's not an option. I mean, you can give it a try. I'm not saying you don't, but all I'm saying is they're not paying rain fees. Okay, I mean, they may. Now, let's just say an order comes in because, you know, it got canceled. They might pay a fee, an extra fee, because of the inclement weather. But if you've already been booked, they expect you to go. So don't think that, well, if it's raining out there, drizzling, you know, you got clouds in the sky, then I'm going to ask for another $50. Nah. But if you know that, hey, where I'm going, there's a high probability of flooding, like in certain parts of Chesapeake in my area, like around Shillelagh Road and places like that. Oh yeah, you go down there, you might not be able to, yeah, you can't go in there with a little car. That's why I gotta switch out this rental car and get me back into an SUV. All right, things seem to have calmed down, but get my map so I know where the heck I'm going. But the rain weather, and I mentioned this back when I first got on YouTube, that is sometimes one of the best opportunities, or the best opportunities for me to shine. Especially bad weather at night. Them orders start getting canceled. People start calling. They be calling you. They're like, hey, can you do this order? Can you do that order? And it's like a first come, first serve, and everything. And sometimes it would be a thing of, all right, well, I got this. I just picked up this 831. I mean, I probably won't get to them at 10. They're like, okay, that's fine. We'll pay you $200 to do it. And I'm like, okay. And if I got the time, I go ahead on and knock it out. You know, I go on and do it and make that money and then get in good with them. So that's one way. But if it's raining out there, bad weather, don't shy away from it. Sometimes I've already was booked because I'm going out no matter what. I mean, it got to really be bad for me not to go out. You know, like if it's raining and the customer wants to do the signing outside in the rain, like that happened to me a couple of months ago. I ain't sitting outside in the rain under a gazebo with 35 mile an hour winds and it's 32 degrees outside, or 35 or something like that it was. I'm like, that ain't happening and everything. So something like that, I cancel. But yeah, sometimes you get asked to do more. You know, you already booked, and then orders start dropping. You know, notaries start canceling out. So they're like, hey, we need, can you handle this one? Can you do this one for us? And that's when they might be paying a premium to get it done. Especially here on a Friday, they want the documents done, shipped, so they can be back by Monday. You know, those companies will be willing to, take a loss for their profit margin in order to stay in tight with their customer. So if you got to have you some extra clothes or some, rain gear clothes and all of that kind of stuff, be prepared. If you, walking around, doing the notary signing and, $200, $400 silk suits and all of that kind of stuff, just make sure you keep tabs of the weather and have your nice long trench coat or something and everything. If you got some gaiters, you don't want your gaiters getting wet. All right, go get you some Stacey Adams instead. Wear them out there in the rain. Let the Stacey Adams, that's all plastic covered and everything. Keep your feet dry and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. But I just wanted to throw that out there because the weather out here, like I said, is bad. It's gonna be bad for several. 4 signings to do today. Waiting for the documents for the last one. And the first two, the first and the third, I think one is like 37 pages, and one is 35 or 47 and 40. Both of them under 50 pages. One's under 40 and one's under 50. So those are going to be real simple and easy to do. And then I have a 121 page one to do in between, and then whatever the pages are for the last one. So normally they have the documents ready by now, but they don't. So I don't know if that one's going to go down or not. But so if it doesn't, I may pick up another one, or I might just chill for the rest of the day. Plus, getting ready for chilling with the men tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern on the Zoom webinar and everything. So that's it. But yeah, rain, fair weather notaries, nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you got to get out there and get wet, walk in the snow and everything, and get that signing done and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm about to my first one. It's 9:45, meeting them at 10. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. I'm gonna finish chowing down on the last little piece of the fritter, and then I'll be good to go. That fritter gonna hold me for a while. And then today, my favorite food spot, one of my favorite food spots, Laguna Bakery here in Virginia Beach. They open, so they open on Friday, Saturday, Sundays right now, and get that lumpia. Get me some lumpia. I already got my duck sauce in the back because y'all know I love my lumpia. Get that. This is Friday's my treat day. I treat myself on Fridays. and some other parts of the week too. But Friday's my sort of my food treat day because I'm out there and I'm not really eating a whole lot of snacks and stuff during the week and everything. So Friday's my day to, to treat myself and everything. So that's what I'm doing. All right, pull off on this one. But y'all have a good one. I'm going to get this first one done. And also, fellas, if y'all got any topics that y'all want me to start getting prepared for, excuse me, email me or throw them in the comment section here, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. And me and the wife are looking at doing something for the couples on, couples understanding working in business together. I just got to get with her on her schedule. We was talking about that last night when I was on LaShawn Jenkins live. Y'all look at her live because she got a good, she talks a lot about general notary work, and it will help you out and put some dollars in your pocket. And she's very good at getting that Google My Business page up. So that will be a great resource for those of you who have not. So she's the Notary Institution, LaShawn Jenkins, right there on YouTube. Check her out, and you will be thoroughly pleased.